Well, the owners of a Maine skincare company are partnering with their alma mater at the University of Maine to give back and inspire students interested in innovation and entrepreneurship.
We've told you about Marin Skincare before and how they use lobster glycoproteins in their products to repair dry and irritated skin. We have the co-owners here with us now, Patrick Breeding and Amber Boudiette. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so first off, before we get into this awesome partnership and all the good news and updates, can you give our viewers who maybe are not familiar with Marin some background on the company?
Perfect.
Absolutely. It started with a need. So Amber and I met on the first day of biomedical engineering undergrad at UMaine, and we were always looking for some way to use our degrees to help others. Serendipitously, it happened in a way we didn't expect with Am's eczema.
Which I had for most of my life, but it was particularly bad in college, and I tried the steroids, the lotions, everything that was out there, and nothing worked. I was just suffering through school with these really terrible flares.
We worked with one of the world-renowned lobster scientists to discover this glycoprotein, which is responsible for their ability to pop off and regenerate limbs. And in the same way it does that, it can help repair the skin barrier. So we use this protein in a DIY glycoprotein-rich product to clear her eczema, and it worked extremely well and extremely quickly.
So we launched Marin.
Yeah. What's been the feedback from your customers, the people who have tried this?
They're surprised it actually works.
Yeah.
I think, you have people that have tried everything for all types of dry, damaged, irritated skin, and nothing works. They go on the shelves at CVS, they buy high-end serums and lotions, and nothing works. And who would have thought that this regenerative protein that goes down the drain in lobster processors actually is the solution?
Yeah, and you've probably, it's been an emotional journey probably, and to be able to hear customers saying, oh my gosh, this actually has changed my life.
People that have had eczema for their entire lives, way longer than I did, and psoriasis, other things like that, to be able to make their life better, even just by a little bit, if not completely clear it, it's the most fulfilling thing.
All right, let's talk about why you guys are looking like a couple of college football fans and students right now going back to school. Let's talk about your partnership with the University of Maine in Orono.
So as we mentioned, we met on the first day of undergrad at UMaine, and this happened to be when I was going through the worst flares of my life, and it kind of prompted us to look for a solution, and the University of Maine happened to have everything that we needed. So we're really excited to be partnering with them for this.
So we took these innovation engineering courses in college. They really taught us how to systematically think about innovation like engineers. Here's a problem. Here's how we devise our solution. Here's how we bring it to the world in the form of a company. We learned that in these courses, it gave us our entrepreneurial spark. And so we've always wanted to go give back and create impact in the form of giving that same spark to prospective students, maybe future entrepreneurs, maybe people that go into a large company and innovate and create something amazing. We want people to have the same exposure that we did to these programs. So we're donating at least $25,000 through a Marin Innovation Scholarship to students to cover tuition for that innovation engineering course.
Wow. Okay, so how's the funding going to work? And tell us what you brought. This is awesome. Some of the merch and the products.
Yeah, we're so excited.
BBFT is becoming the official lip treatment of the University of Maine, which is really fun. We're kicking it off at homecoming this weekend.
We're launching some collegiate-inspired, as you said, nostalgic merch that has a little felt M and some cool limited edition patches. A portion of these sales, a pretty large portion, will go towards funding that scholarship.
Yeah, talk about also the sweaters or the sweatshirts you have. And again, this is like something, it looks like you guys are going to school in the 60s or something, right?
That's
so
fun.
kind of fun.
We're getting old now. We graduated in 2019.
Oh, that's
We've
right.
got some gray hairs.
How do you really hope this is going to have an impact on students?
I think there's two things that students really need to really get activated. They need the resource to be able to get exposed to the experience, and then they need energy. They need to get excited about it. So not only is it a scholarship that funds the opportunity, it's this cool co-branded merch moment that makes it fun. It makes it exciting. You want to pursue something unique.
Yeah, let's talk about what's going on this weekend. It's homecoming weekend. Always fun for all the alums to go up there. So what's going to be happening?
We're going to be tabling with most of the Marin team. We have Marin mascots for the first time ever that are going to be out and about taking pictures and videos with people, and we're just going to be participating in all the homecoming fun.
Mascots were one of the most expensive impulse purchases of our life, and we're so excited.
They're awesome.
It really elevates. At least we know all the students are going to be their skin will be well hydrated, and their lips too, right?
They'll also there's a little bit of exclusive merch that you can only get at the event through a t-shirt gun, which has some cute illustrations that are very collegiate on the back as well. So we're going to be in the stands throwing t-shirts to students, hopefully not at students, and having a great time, just celebrating innovation in UMaine.
I had the opportunity to interview you both. This was years ago about your company, and I feel like kind of on the earlier end of this. Did you ever see now you have a scholarship fund? I mean, is it crazy to think about how much you've grown?
It's wild. I mean, to go out into the world and people now know Marn, and we see people using Marn products, and that is just the craziest thing. And to be able to give back to the place that we started is just, it's so great.
Yeah, it's insane. We have 15 full-time employees, about a dozen part-time employees. We do almost everything in-house, from the chemistry of the glycoprotein to the shipping products out to the marketing and sales. Everything you see from Marn is in-house. And then that growth of the brand, I think we've probably 11x the brand since we last talked.
Wow.
It's attracted the interest from Ulta, Sephora, Target, so there's big potential partnerships on the horizon for us, but it's about sustainable growth so that the wheels don't fall off the bus, and it gives us the time to be present and run partnerships like these.
What's your most popular product?
It's got to
That's
be
a
the
good
cream.
question.
It's got to
I
be
think
the cream. I mean,
Mhm.
it all starts with helping others, powered by glycoproteins, this innovative platform technology that we just got 2 patents on. Forgot to mention that.
Oh, wow.
And you know, it's all about helping people with that. You're holding the gingerbread
Oh,
right
yeah.
there, which, funny enough,
It's
it
my
sounds like it's a
favorite.
family favorite.
Yes, my daughter loves this. And by the way, it makes it really hard not to lick my lips because it tastes good. too.
Yeah. Well, that one sold out in about 3 weeks last year.
Yeah.
It's coming back in a few weeks,
Oh, great.
beginning of November. So we'll have a couple more fun partnerships coming up locally that you guys should come grab a sip of a collabed coffee we're building together with a local coffee shop. And we're excited for gingerbread to come back soon as well.
All right. And what's your website so everyone can make some purchases and support the fund?
marnskincare.com.
All right. Keep us in the loop.
Thank you
Will do.
guys.
Thank
We appreciate
you.
And
it.
go Black Bears.
Yes.
blue.
All right. As we head into break.